Welcome to another episode of Modern Greaser, where we're going to talk today about etiquette. And not eating etiquette, I'm talking car etiquette. What's that? Not doing a burnout in front of your grandma's house, you say? I just want to say a special thanks to my very talented and very pregnant wife who helped me film this video. I've noticed there's some guys out there that are making videos about old cars and the 50s and cool old music, but one thing that they got wrong, and that is car etiquette. They're letting their girlfriends get their doors for themselves. They're letting their best gal open the door for themselves. And I'm sorry, that's a big no-no in the car guy world. And it's not just with old cars. This should be something that should be done with old cars and new cars alike. Now, I'm gonna go over the proper etiquette on how you open a door, because there's a few things that you need to know. I'm talking about taking care of that gal of yours. And I've got the most important gal of mine sitting in this car. And do you see her opening the door and letting herself out? No. Now, if you need to get a refresh of memory, go watch American Graffiti if you haven't seen American Graffiti. I'm not sure why you're watching me instead of that right now, because that's what you should be doing with your time. But anyway. Oh, I ate too many chili dogs. I feel like farting up a storm. Ah, my butt itches. This is an example of how it should be done. I love my wife so much, she is perfect. Is there anything where I could take you for ice cream, my love? This rule does not only apply to old cars, it applies to new cars as well. If it's a really hot day, you can leave the door open like this and walk around and let yourself in. However, that's only if it's really hot. And even with new cars, the same rule applies for getting out. Some of you might think, all right, opening the door, I get it, this is an age-old thing, I just don't practice it or whatever. Well, there's more to it than just that. That's rule number one. Rule number two is, I got out of the car, and you can see my gal is still sitting in the car. The second rule is rule number two, and that is making sure that she gets out of the car. Now you can see my gal didn't come letting herself out of the car like she's some barn animal raised in a barn. She's expecting that I come over and open the door for her because she is a lady. There you are, my love. Next time you're at that tasty ice cream place, make sure you get the door for your gal. Don't make her get it on her own. She deserves better. In modern times, we tend to forget all the things from the past that we learned. And one of those things is treating your gal like a lady. One thing about a greaser, no matter how bad to the bone they were, they still got the door for their gal, and so should you. Now it's 2019, and your gal might be wanting to get the door herself, and that's totally fine, I get it. However, some of the rules and traditions and things that were followed back in the 50s were good, and we get to cherry pick those things that we want. So you might as well keep the things where you're being genuinely nice to another human being. A lot of the stuff in the 50s we probably should throw out the window because they weren't really good ideas. However, some of the kind and considerate gestures and things like that, we should adhere to because they're a thing of the past that should stick with us. And if it's caring for another human being, like your significant other, then you should do it. And hey, it's 2019, so if you want to get the door for your favorite guy or your favorite girl for your favorite girl or whatever, or favorite guy for favorite girl, guy, dude, do it, by all means. And if you haven't found the benefits of treating your gal nice, shame on you. However, there are some other good benefits on opening the door for your gal, and that is you get to put yourself between the car and whatever object it is. And even if it's raining, that's not an excuse. Oh, it's locked. Ah, stop it. Wait up. Ah, get my ear. I mean, if you're already wet, you might as well wash the bird crap off your car. I don't know what the heck these birds have been eating lately. It's disgusting. What you call a truck stop car wash. No, that's where you give yourself a shower and a sink and a truck stop. I think they call that a truck stop shower. Pretty much the same thing, but the car version.